What up, Scan? Welcome to Bar Vibes with Bryce IV, giving out raw reactions, interacting with the masses. No subject is safe. You're here, the people and the noise, but that's the point, because without the people, what is the point? Embrace them vibrations. As you can see, maybe not, it is nighttime. I normally do my show, during the day, but it's Christmas Eve, and I had to make sure I supported my lovely fiance right here, Booba. But I couldn't go the weekend without talking about, what happened. I couldn't do it. Win, lose, draw. We got to talk about it. So, yeah, let's get into it. Eagles Commanders. Eagles obviously lost. Their first loss after a 10-game winning streak. And, shit happens. Things happen. If you had told me that this game would have went like this with Jalen starting, we'd have a totally different conversation to be had. But no, he started off 14-0. Absolute domination. Man goes out with a concussion. That's football. I won't take anything away from Jayden Daniels. He played an incredible game, especially when the game was on the line. He did have 2 picks. And you, as a franchise, you get 5 turnovers and you score 30 points and you still lose a game. That's not cool. Special teams for the Eagles gotta be better. You can't put a team on the 15 catching a kickoff and then letting them get to the 30-35 every other fucking play, or every other possession, excuse me. And kudos to the Commanders, they capitalized on it. They certainly did. And then you get costly turnovers. Kenny Pickett gets in the game, throws an easy-ass fucking pick that meant, it just didn't even make sense. He just jumped right in front of it because the threat to run for Kenny Pickett is not there anymore. So now the Eagles are one-dimensional, and they're not concerned with the quick stuff, with the quick outs. And then, again, I'm not an excuse machine, but this is the second time this year where if a player for the Eagles makes a catch, the game is over. Devontae Smith, this man makes some of the toughest catches I've ever seen. And he drops a wide open 3rd and 6 slant to seal it after Jayden Daniels throws a pick. Again, not taking anything away from Jayden Daniels. Commanders defense showed up when they needed to. Yes, beat all against the backup quarterback. Eagles had a chance to clinch the division this week, and now have another chance to clinch the division this week. I don't think, me personally, that Jalen will play, but I think they're keeping the information close to their vest, and as they should. At the end of the day, it's always go Birds up the fucking Birds. Let's go Birds. Now, when I get into the rest of these games, some of these games, man, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? Vikings, Seahawks. The Vikings are a wagon. But I feel like we say that about them every year. The year that we beat them, the Eagles beat them in the NFC Championship game, they were lights out. But they're always in really close games. Now, I heard that maybe their head coach should be head coach of the year. Yeah, he wins a lot of one-possession games, but your team shouldn't be in one-possession games 12, 13 games out of a year. I get it's good coaching because you're keeping your players locked in, but that's not good coaching to be in one-possession games that many times. Geno Smith is one of the most unpredictable quarterbacks I've ever seen. I don't understand it. I really don't. He's up and down. Either he's going to go up big or he's going to come up really small when you need him the most. The Vikings don't have a track record of winning in the playoffs, so they probably won't even win their own division because they got the Lions and the Packers in there. Bears did, whatever. Denver and the Broncos and the Chargers. The Chargers actually didn't charger this game. They were the opposite of the Chargers because they were down big to the Broncos. Bo Nix was doing Bo Nix things, and then the Chargers were resilient, trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. It was the first time in 46 years that there was a fair catch called at the end of the game. So the Chargers got the Broncos got a penalty, and the Chargers elected to take the penalty and get a free kick. You don't get a rush. You don't get anything. Smashed it. And the Broncos defense just fell apart. I guess like midway through the season, they were talking about the Broncos defense being, top 5, and I don't know what happened. They haven't really had that many injuries, but Justin Herbert has an opportunity here to take a narrative away from the Chargers. I don't know if he's going to do it. We shall see. Chiefs and the Texans. C.J. Stroud is definitely on a sophomore slump, 100%. And it is in part to the fact that twice this year he's had now it's 3 times he's had his top 2 targets go down for multiple weeks. First it was Nico Collins, and then it was Tank Dell's show, and then Tank Dell went out, Nico Collins come back, now Tank Dell out. This man, I don't know if you know anatomy, I don't know if you understand it. Man tore his MCL, ACL, LCL, PCL, dislocated kneecap, and meniscus damage. I'm not even sure if he's going to be able to play football again because his biggest attribute is his quickness. And I'm talking about a blown up knee, like somebody put dynamite in that thing and did the lever and just blew it up. Just blew his knee up. I don't know how the Chiefs keep getting away with this, man. The Texans were about to tie the game up, and then their kicker misses extra point size, a 1-point game. And then they're like on the 30 with like 4th and 3, and then you kick a field goal to be up, to go down 5. You don't kick field goals against the Chiefs when you're in prime positions. It just doesn't work out for you. Just go look at the Chiefs' losses and look how aggressive those teams were. You don't settle for field goals against them. We cannot let them keep getting away with this. Jags versus Raiders. Again, this is a game I'm like, why am I wasting my breath? The biggest thing from this, the Raiders ruined their pick. Teams are ruining their picks by winning for no reason at all. Just winning for nothing. Raiders, be better. Titans and Colts. I'm not going to say this was a meaningless game because it wasn't, because both teams are in the hunt. But I don't know what the hell the Colts' plan is here. They were losing games left and right, and now all of a sudden you bring back Anthony Richardson and they're trying to win games. But why? You don't win a division, you're not going to get in the playoffs, and now you're in like the teams, and you're not picking for shit. Jonathan Taylor had a 200-yard, 3-touchdown game, and then Tennessee defense let the Colts back in it again for absolutely no reason. Because if the Texans don't fold, then neither one of these teams mean anything. The 49ers and the Dolphins. I'm gonna recycle this stat because I've heard it multiple times today. I didn't make it up, but it's true. 22 straight seasons for the 49ers where the Niners either make the NFC Championship game or
Merry Christmas, brother.
Merry Christmas, Dan. Shout out to Dan, Commanders fan. 22 straight seasons where the 49ers either make the NFC Championship game or they don't make the playoffs at all. Wild stat, and it just keeps going and going. Dolphins won. They clearly hate cold weather because anytime it's just even slightly warm and the sun's out, Dolphins are there to play. Tyreek Hill came back this week. But Mike McDaniel, and if he's still the quarterback or the coach next year, he needs to get some things in order because, yeah, the Bills are really good in that division, but the Patriots are not. And if he doesn't get a stronghold on this team, the Patriots are going to sneak up on them with Drake May. I'm just saying. The Ravens and the Steelers had a single job. They won the division already, but then the Ravens just trashed them. Just trashed them. When it was crunch time and it was 17-17, the Ravens was like, no, we've had enough. We've had enough. Lamar Jackson has better stats than Josh Allen in every category but rushing touchdowns, and yet they keep saying that Josh Allen is MVP. I don't think so. I'm just saying. He's just not. You get a chance for the Steelers to go up because Lamar throws a pick, and then Mr. Dangerous comes back and throws a straight pick six that Marlon Humphrey just danced on him with. Turned around, showing the ball to the offense like, you still can't beat us. The Browns and the Bengals. The Bengals have a very long shot of making the playoffs, but I want them to for Joe Burrow because he is playing the best quarterback right now, for sure. And then Jamar Chase is the best wide receiver in the league. I understand you got Justin Jefferson, a handful of other players. Jamar Chase is the best wide receiver in the league. The Browns played Dorian Thompson-Robinson. He is the epitome of athlete, not quarterback, and it's not even close. The Browns browned it. Bengals handled business. They need to keep winning, but they need help. It sucks for Joe Burrow because he's having an incredible season. That's all you really can say. Giants and the Falcons. Yawn. The Falcons' first 30-point game since October. Their offense flowed better with Penix in the game. And they also had 2 pick sixes from DeVito, so that helps. And then Kyle Pitts is on the verge of bust duty right now. He doesn't do anything truly well, and he was supposed to be like an absolute world beater. I hope Penix can help him, but he's trending towards what was the point of selecting him in the first round as a tight end? The Giants are now in a position to get the first overall pick. It turned out to be good that they got rid of Daniel Jones. Not good that they got rid of Saquon, but good that they got rid of Daniel Jones. Still going to eat that money, so that sucks for them, not for me. And the Falcons are absolutely fumbling a free ride to the playoffs because they were 4-0 in the division and just were losing just dumbass games. Hate to see it. The Bills and the Patriots. Patriots started off strong. Drake May looking like the guy, 14-0, and then you get a bunch of mistakes that get 14-14 Bills, and if you give Josh Allen even a sniff of the possibility of winning a game, he's going to do everything in his power to do it. Like I said, he may be losing the MVP race to Lamar right now. I think he broke his hand. I know he had a left hand injury, but I think he might have broken his right hand, Josh Allen. And the Patriots should be happy that they lost the game. You didn't want to win this game. You didn't. The Bears and the Lions. I don't know why we're still talking about the Bears right now. For what? They've lost 9 straight games. They started 4-2. This is meaningless. The Lions took care of business. They have a stranglehold, a Scranton stranglehold on the number 1 seed because of the Eagles losing. I just don't understand why we're even talking about this anymore. Packers versus Saints. My notes said 34-0 Packers. That's all you get. The Bucs versus the Cowboys. I have no fucking clue what the hell the Cowboys are doing right now. They're winning games that they don't even need to be winning. I am not mad about it. Please continue to win these games for no fucking reason. The Bucs and the Falcons are just like, here, you take the division. No, you take the division. No, you take the division. No, you take the division. And to sum it up at the end of the game when the Bucs lost, why is Bucky Irvin not in the game? That man, he would have protected the football, but nope, Smith is in the game, fumbles it, gives the ball back to the Cowboys, game's over. Again, why are the Cowboys winning games? The Bucs I believe the Bucs are holding their own destiny. But again, who wants to win this division? I don't know. The Jets versus the Rams. The Rams just came the fuck out of nowhere. 6-2 in their last 8. And this is what they do. Sean McVay gets his players to play well at the end of the season where they just slide into that spot. And then they make noise. This is how they won. How they won the Super Bowl was way different than this. But how they've been getting into the playoffs the past couple of years is where they come on strong at the end, and then they're a team you're like, damn, they might have something. The Jets picked a terrible year to be bad. They just did. You got these rumors that their owner is using Madden and his teenage sons to tell him who's good and who isn't and who's going to be traded for and who's not. This is just a dumpster fire, and I don't know if Aaron Rodgers is coming back next year, but the Rams are putting teams and people who are making picks in a very interesting position because you don't know if they're going to be good. Chargers and Broncos are still in the hunt. Colts, Dolphins, and Bengals are still in the bubble. Rams, I think they can clinch their division this week, I believe. Please quote me if I'm wrong. The Falcons as well. And then the Bucs and Seahawks are still fighting. Other sports news, the Bucs won the NBA Cup. Whoop-de-doo. Liverpool at the top of both of their tables, Champions League and Premier League. Other than that, make sure you take care of your loved ones this weekend and save your New Year's resolutions for yourself, because none of you are going to get in the gym. Big ups to the first day. Stay focused and be great. Take a sip. Enjoy your day. Enjoy life. And stay healthy. Enjoy your holidays. Merry Christmas. 'Tis the season, baby.